A new Dragon Quest game, so it's time for a fantastical RPG adventure, is it? Well, it's sort of a little bit, but maybe not. Hello everyone, my name's James. This is Dragon Quest Tact. That Tact stands for tactical. It doesn't mean the game is going to be very careful about what it says. I'll leave you there and let the battle begin. So Dragon Quest has been expanding of late. Not only you've got the core franchise, which plays out in that classic JRPG style, you've also got Dragon Quest Builders is what it's called, isn't it? Where you're having to do buildy things, and now you've got this, which is much more of a very light turn-based, XCOM-ish, but obviously much lighter than that, RPG game, in which you take control of a squad of heroes. I'm going to hit wait here, and come up against increasing numbers of enemies. I'm going to straight up attack you, because I can. So I'm going to double tap. That's one, then that's two. Get stuck in! That's not bad, actually. Quite a lot of damage for the first hit. So you're maneuvering folks around the grid, you're taking them out one by one, you're trying to collect treasure along the way, very important. I'm going to double tap this, and attack him straight out and kill him. That'll do the trick nicely. You have to use a little bit of tactics along the way, as the name implies, by which I mean you can't just run up to all characters and then hit them. For example, this guy, you can attack near you, but if I choose a different attack, for example, actually, these ones are immediately next to each other, never mind. But in some cases, you'll find that attacks require you to be a tile or two away. So maybe running up right next to them isn't the best idea if you've got some ranged attacks. Let me check this frizz out. Something like that, for example. So if I were to just move to the left here, and then hit frizz and go, I can attack this dude from miles away. Now that's going to use up a bit of the old magic points, because that was a magic attack, and clearly you're limited. You can't be spamming that every single combat encounter, or you will run out very, very quickly. Now, it's all about positioning. Is it just this? No. I've got the dude behind me and the dude in front, so we're going to focus on him for the time being. So tap. He needs to take 2 steps away, because he's a ranged person, and he's going to launch an arrow. He's got a really good poison attack that does very, very good work at cutting through everyone. I'm going to now double tap this guy as well. So initially when you start off the game, you've got like 1 hero. I've got up to about 5 now. I'm on the 2nd chapter of the game, which still isn't, super far through. We're talking like maybe, half an hour or something like that. But I wanted to do a quick video because it's one of those things where you expect a certain thing from Dragon Age, or at least traditionally you used to. And let me use a fancy attack here. And when I boot up a Dragon Age game, I expect something like a classic JRPG, something like a Final Fantasy, something like a Secret of Mana, something like, that. And when you come up against these things, it's like, okay, I guess. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I quite like it when franchises do something a little bit different. The problems that this game has, I think, is more down to, I guess, the standard like free-to-play gacha kind of stuff, where of course you have to try and unlock people, you have to pay in order to get some gems if you want to do that kind of thing. Wait, attack, and go. And I haven't got to the point where it's trying to do that to me yet, but I know people who have played that far, and apparently, you run into the usual kind of issues you get with these kind of free-to-play games, but equally, it does give everybody access, and for a long time you can smash your way through this without too much resistance. There are a few issues concerning downloads. So for example, when you go to a new level and every time you play a new chapter, it asks you to download like a couple of meg. It doesn't download the entire stage at the beginning of the game for some reason. So you're doing those little top-up updates as you go along, which keeps the app slim at first, but eventually it starts to get bigger and bigger. And then of course you have to wade through all the upgrade stuff. I've got so many gems, so many red ruby gems. Ooh, someone's joining my party. This is how you win folks onto your side to join the battle. So you defeat them, and some of them will go, hey, come and join our party. And so he did, and I now have a skeleton who's throwing his head around, which is kind of nice. The upgrade screens are a bit much, I would argue, so if I head back to my home here, you got a lot of stuff thrown at you. So let's go into the party menu. And then there's all of this business going on, so you can level up, provided you got some scrolls. I think I've got some on hand. Let me check this new guy. So he's only level 1, I've only just picked him up. So I've got 3 of these XP scrolls. The S versions are less powerful than the M versions down here, of which I only have 1. So if I were to, for example, level this person up, I can use 1 XP scroll to do that. If I do 2, obviously it takes him up to level 12. That's not bad. Let's bang him straight up to level 12, just for the sake of video, for fun. Let's superpower this dude. So massive amounts of boosts to the stats there. 17 on hit points, 4 on magic points, and other nice numbers too. Very good. Skeleton's very happy, and I can now add him to the party if I want to, which I arguably probably do. So let's double check my party list, and let's edit the party up here. So at the moment I've got these 5 because initially that was the only 5 that was available to me. You can have multiple parties if you want, but I'm gonna swap out. Who's a lower level? Sorry, I'm gonna lose the slime. I know it's the classic. The absolute classic is to have a slime for Dragon Age, but nope. I'm gonna swap my members over because look at those stat boosts. They cannot be argued with. Confirm. There are lots of other modes in this game that have actually yet to be unlocked. You can see an arena mode, which I assume is going to be PvP business. We shall see. And also an event mode, which I can get access to. But it starts you off with this straight ahead story thing. So I thought through all this business. Let's go Robber's Shadow. And it might well, if I embark, there you go, 2 megabytes. So it's nothing, but I find it interesting that they made the choice not to just let you download all the levels to begin with. Because, I mean, it wouldn't take that much longer. And if you're out and about and you have to keep downloading little bits and pieces. Yeah. The other thing is that Dragon Quest fans might enjoy a story because, you know, RPGs, and they're often narrative based, and we come to these kind of games, and certainly I was always more Final Fantasy than am I saying Dragon Age? I'm saying Dragon Age, aren't I? I'm saying BioWare things. Dragon Quest is what I mean. I was always more Final Fantasy than Dragon Quest, and you really come to those things for the story and the characters, and that's, yeah, bit of an afterthought here, not gonna lie, it's not really what this is about. Now before you start a battle, you can actually move characters around a little bit if you want to. You can reposition them into these slots, and that's sometimes useful if there are enemies down here near your party and you want to get behind them. It also helps to know what they're weak and strong against. So for example, these dudes here are weak against this guy here. So if I move him over to there, I can kind of run him straight in. My boy is fire, let's go over here. And I don't have anyone who can expose the weakness of this little mole dude. So I think I'll leave you like that. Go. And the battle commences. And I do want to get someone up to that crate, that treasure chest in the top right there, before I finished. 4 tactics to choose from. Monsters will do different things for different tactics, so give it a go. Still giving me tutorial business. I appreciate the help, but at the same time, I'm just going to run over here and get stuck in. So we're going to wait. First round is usually about a bit of repositioning. If I can stride forward, I think maybe, because I don't want him to reach me, but I want to be able to reach him in the next round. So let's say I'll wait here. Yeah, that makes sense. This boy can absolutely fly, so we're going to zoom up here. I won't be able to attack yet, I don't think. So if we're going to shoot up here and wait, go. Now, let's see what this mole does. Increased his attack. He's done a buff. A buff right in my face. This, frankly, is outrageous. We're going to put our knight dude up here and let him rest. And now, here's our ranged person. So if I can sit you back here, I will nudge them 1 space forward in a second, and they'll be able to fire over that rock. Right. We're both getting double teamed now by this slime knight. I don't like it, but I survived. And I'm soon going to use the slime knight against them. So don't you worry. Right. Fly up here, buddy. Actually, he's going to be problematic because, really, I actually want him where my lovely tiger dude is. So send the tiger dude up, straight in there with an attack. You're going to go straight in for the attack as well. Revenge. Yeah. Now that's with his improved attack speed. Not that impressive. And we'll focus on you because you're... Oh, that was a pretty good shot. That was a solid critical hit. So if I use this, you see, now I'm here, I can use this ranged attack straight over the top and batter that mole. He's going to get marked the next time I see him. Now, I'm not going to attack him just yet. I'm actually going to open... Oh, no, wait. Attack. There you go. Move into position. A nice ranged attack on him. You are going to open this. And then we're going to take out that final fella. Yeah. So as you can see, the combat actually plays out quite nicely. It's fluid. It's easy to engage with the UI and the mechanics. Like double tapping to do everything is better, I tend to find, rather than hitting the square and then going down and hitting OK at the bottom of the screen. Just double tap your way through everything. So nice and accessible and all that. Art style's good. If you're a super big dragon Quest, I got it right this time, fan, and you must have every aspect of it, then good. And I have heard some positive reports of people who enjoy this kind of light, tactical, but not in a serious-headed XCOM death mode kind of way. So, if you fancy giving it a go, Dragon Quest Tact is available on Android and on iOS right now for free. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.